Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. Today we're talking about Rust Console Edition, larger maps, question mark, a bit of a weekend review, what's been happening here, and the Jade Skin and picks. Let's go ahead and break it down. Sorry, this one's a bit late, but I think you all know. I think not only myself, but many other people have been quite consumed by ARC Raiders. So if you're a little bit worried about the population in your game, Rust Console Edition or whatever being a bit skimpy, don't worry. Rust isn't going anywhere, and it's not like it's dying. It just means ARC Raiders is a phenomenon, and it is soaking most of the population at the moment. A lot like, what was it, the Divers 2 game did? But probably times whatever. So just keep that in mind. That's just what's going on. Not a big deal. This game's been around for 12 years on PC. It's not going anywhere. So we're good to go. So we wanted to make sure that we're touching base here. Sorry for the late post. Typically we do this a lot earlier, but okay. So the breakdown. There was a bit of a hiccup with the MLRS update for community servers and for the main branch as well. What happened was they had to release a patch, and also community servers did not have the ability to add the extra stuff that came in on the update. I specifically picked the seed on my custom server because it supported those monuments, and it actually was not available. So they did fix it, but when they did, they pushed an update that forced a respawn on everybody, like a hard wipe. So that was a bit frustrating, I'm sure, for all the people playing, especially my people on the server. So yeah, just know that when Double 11 pushes an update like that and they don't give us any option, we're kind of stuck like everybody else. So it's pretty rare when that happens, thankfully. So hopefully that doesn't happen in the future, or they give us some kind of update. So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, we never force an update or a wipe unless we announce it. So just so you know, our next big update is going to happen, or I'm sorry, our next big wipe is going to happen in about a week, and it'll be a soft wipe on my custom server. So by the way, that's down there in the lower left-hand corner. You can type in that ID number there and find us there. And also, Arctic Base is currently in PTB now. It is active. It's not just the Arctic Research Base and like vehicles and stuff. It's many other things. They did quite a big hybrid build there. So I did already do a video on that. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right hand corner. And it'll also be on the end screen as well. But just like a quick review, some new mechanics for solos inside of there. Like I said, new vehicles, the snowmobiles, and the fact that we have a monument out there in the snow biome is pretty sweet too. So, you know, we're moving along at a good clip. So it kind of curtails into the question I've been getting quite a bit, which is what's going on with larger maps? Well, here's the deal. Since we're moving at a good clip like this, we're getting a lot of our monuments back, the military tunnels, MLRS, all that good stuff. Here's the kicker, right? We're running out of space fast, like real fast. So we're going to have larger maps relatively soon. So my guess is, obviously it's not going to be this year, but I think at some point early next year, we're going to have it, because straight up we're going to run out of room. We're already in this hybrid build that can't really support a lot of this new stuff. So I think we're going to see a lot of that. So hopefully we start to see things like the roadmap for next year, or they start to hint to us like what the next big piece is. Because yeah, the real estate's it's getting real tight out there. So I think new maps will also be coming in with a higher population as well. I think they really go hand in hand. So I can already tell behind the scenes they're already starting to do stuff with that server population and adjustment to like server settings. So we're keeping an eye on it. We'll let you guys know. But yeah, my guess is earlier than later, because straight up we're running out of room. So yeah, not this year, but relatively soon. Okay. Anything else major, we'll be sure to include that in future videos here. But let's go through the Jade Skin picks, shall we? This is the breakdown. We go through these individually, and then we have green picks 1 and 2, and then orange picks 1 and 2, just in case you want to kind of pick and choose, kind of give my reasoning behind it. You can kind of pick and choose, but also typically when you have these, if you're looking at about 3 of them, it's usually better to buy the whole set, but you know, because you get like a better deal. That's kind of the way they have it packaged, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's do the breakdown. We have some custom meshes here. Geez, I can't talk. We have the werewolf scout. See, I told you. Werewolf scout for 1,780 Rust coins. We have the bolt action rifle. I love the detail on the next gen stuff. It's so good. Or I should just say Rust, because the old gen's phased out. What am I saying? We have the pantaloons going for 400 Rust coins. Here come the custom mesh. Almost. Oh, yeah, kind of. Road sign gloves for 400 Rust coins. Then we have the boots. There we go. There's a custom mesh. For 400 Rust coins. You kind of look like a dag. Then we got the wolf headdress. I do believe the eyes glow. They do. It's a little sloppy eater, huh? For 500 Rust coins. And the hoodie Teen Wolf for 400 Rust coins. Okay, so the breakdown, mostly for rarity here. We're going to have to do the wolf headdress for the green pick, obviously. 500 Rust coins. And then the hoodie for the green secondary pick, just because it is so fuzzy and it kind of goes with the whole setup. And for the orange, first pick is going to have to be the boots, because it's also very custom, quite rare, because there's going to be nothing quite like this. There's certainly nothing like this on the PC version, I can tell you that much. And the orange secondary pick is going to be the pants for 400 Rust coins. It's not a bad setup. All right, we're moving on to the architecture. This one's called Right Architecture for 1,820 Rust coins. You know me, I love the architecture. These are quite sharp. I do like these quite a bit. You know me in loot rooms and having glowing boxes on all sides. I do like that. This does support it. It is 400 Rust coins. Quite nice. We have the sheet metal door for 450 Rust coins. I think you'll know what the theme is here. Very glowing. I do like it. The wooden storage box at 400 Rust coins, also very sharp. The detail's so good on these. And we have the vending machine for 500 Rust coins. Lots of glowing bits on this one. I do like the fans glowing a bit. A lot, both front and back, because usually if you're going to be using it in your base, you're going to be seeing the back quite a bit. The Fernasio for 500 Rust coins. Said panda. And we have the water purifier, believe it or not, for 350 Rust coins. We don't have too many of these. Well, we don't use them very often either. Okay, so the green first pick is going to have to be the wooden storage box, the small wooden storage box, because these are so useful. And they glow, and those are also really rare. So for 400 Rust coins, that's going to be the green first pick. And for the green secondary pick, it's going to have to be the large wooden box for 400 Rust coins, as this one is also, I think, stellar in any looting situation or loot room situation, because all sides glow, so it's quite nice, and it could complement a lot of the other sets that are out there. Okay, so for the orange first pick is going to be the vending machine. We do use these quite a bit inside of the base still as, like passing room, lootable areas and stuff. Although with the barrels, it does make it a bit easier, but it is nice to have the vending machines with some color on them. Glow in the dark color. So orange first pick is going to be vending machine for 500 Rust coins. The sheet metal door is going to complete that for the orange secondary pick for 450 Rust coins. You know how important it is to have single pass through, and the easiest way to do that is usually with the sheet metal door, so you have these quite often. Okay, next set that we have here is the Dune Bandit for 980 Rust coins. Not bad for a complete set, under $10. We have the metal face mask for 250 Rust coins. We have the metal chest plate for 250 Rust coins. We have the pantaloons for 225 Rust coins. Kind of odd that this one's $5 more, or 5 cents more. We have the Dune hoodie, the Bandit hoodie, for 225 Rust coins. The machete for 200 Rust coins, no glowing parts. And the assault rifle for 250 Rust coins. Okay, so out of functionality, I'm going to say, because this one, it kind of fits a lot of different places because it is kind of green. So I'm going to say the green first pick is going to be 250 Rust coins right here for the metal chest plate, green first pick. And believe it or not, the green secondary pick is going to be the pants for 225 Rust coins. And because I think this one's kind of bland. I mean, I like it, but like, I don't know, it's just not unique enough for me. The orange first pick is going to have to be the metal face mask for 250 Rust coins. And the hoodie for the orange secondary pick for 225 Rust coins. Boom. All right, on to the next kit here. This one's highly functional. We've got the desert camo for 1,050 Rust coins. The complete set. We have the large backpack for 300 Rust coins. We have the boonie hat for 225 Rust coins. The long sleeve shirt for 225 Rust coins. The jacket for 250 Rust coins. Kind of odd because the jacket may overheat you pretty quickly. The small backpack for 250 Rust coins. the leather gloves for 250 Rust coins. Okay, so it should be no surprise the green first pick has got to be the large backpack. Highly functional. It will definitely help you blend in your backpacks if you're going to be hot dropping them. Highly recommend. And for the green secondary pick is going to be the small backpack for 250 Rust coins. Backpacks for that whole green set. And this one's difficult because most of these things actually overheat you like crazy inside of the winter biome. So I'm going to say, because these definitely will. If you have something else on that's like weird, leather gloves will put you over the top for sure. I'm going to say leather gloves for the orange first pick. And then orange secondary pick, the boonie hat for 225 Rust coins. Although I guess if you're out at night, but then again, would you really need the camo at that point? Would you even hear the tree falling? And for the special items, which I think is also for another week and change, we saw a bit of this in the front end. The infected sleeping bag for 300 Rust coins, and the rug that are full of lights. I think this one's quite nice because you can quite literally like map out the inside of your base with that, or even on the tugboat. So that is quite nice for 250 Rust coins. Those are out there and doing their thing. So that's our skin sets for this current week, or I should say the cycle. We got a lot of things cooking over in the Arctic research base. We're going to be covering a lot of that. Just know that if the servers are kind of dim a little bit on official or on my custom servers, just know Arc Raiders is out there doing its thing. And don't worry, Rust isn't going anywhere. And I do have that Arctic Research Base update video to kind of show you what's inside of our update, as it is a hybrid, and it should already be up on the end screen now. Love you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.